that second half of the race, we were watching you just plugging away. You finished fourth today. How good or how much better did the car get?
Brian made a lot of adjustments overnight to make our Fastenal Ford where it was. We were really good on long runs. That's how we were at the test. We finally got track position there at the end. I had to pass a ton of cars to get it. But, it was a fun, solid day, being able to pass cars instead of just kind of riding around. So I was really bummed. I was hoping the best fastener company was going to win today. But we missed it by a little bit, but definitely something to build on for this Fastenal team.
All right, thanks, Ricky. Nice to see a Roush Ford have some success. Looking at the points after 4 races of 36, Kyle Larson referenced it, Michael. He's your points leader, even though he's yet to win.
Damn.
Second place finishes Kozlowski and Kyle Larson, the only 2 drivers to have stage points or finish in the stages for every race this year.
I want playoff points, Chris. You get those by winning. That win today by Ryan Newman, to me, is more important than the point lead for Kyle Larson.
And for Ryan Newman, 7 times he's been in the playoffs, NASCAR's Chaser playoffs. He'll be back in again with a victory if he can hang in there. Let's head upstairs, get some final thoughts from Daryl, Jeff, and Mike.
Well, it all came down to the final restart. Did Kyle Larson do everything he could do?
Well, I'm so impressed with Kyle Larson and Chip Ganassi Racing with that number 42 team. They were in the perfect position in that outside row with 2 fresh tires on the right side. I felt like he just dove in there and the spotter said clear, but he couldn't anticipate the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. driving up into the inside lane like that. He said in his interview,
Chris, take him out.
Middle lane, probably would have had a great shot at getting by the leader 31 of Ryan Newman there to get the win.
Did Kyle Busch do everything he could do on the last
Well,
run?
I kind of knew he was doing when he had to restart on the inside fifth. That was hard for him to maneuver to get to the front. He's one of the best restarters out there. But I've been there, done that. You're sitting there with 10 to go. Please, no caution. 5 to go. Please, no caution. Caution.
Ryan Newman, right place, right time. Beep, beep. Run
But
away.
the gamble and the conviction of the veteran Ryan Newman and his team in victory lane. So now we go on to Southern California, the Auto Club Speedway. Ryan Newman has never won there in his career. Third, his best finish. Jimmy Johnson has dominated. Kyle Busch has won there.
Intense speed. That's what I'm looking for next week, Chris. That's a 2-mile sweeping oval. And when you go down to the corners, the spoiler on the back of this car is about this tall. That means no drag. Well over 20 miles an hour
Chris,
down in the corner.
what you
And
do?
it's wide. We'll see 3-4 wide racing.
So good.
I love California.
Well, we saw interesting racing today. It was more leaders and more lead changes in the Phoenix race than we saw last year. And I don't think anybody expected. That's why you never know at the end how it's going to turn out.
I'm just so happy for Richard Childress. He gives his heart and soul to this team. They've been on a bit of a dry spell, to say the least. Ryan Newman, that's a champion of this event, and he is spent. He gave all he got behind the wheel of that car.
We'll see if it can be Toyota's turn in victory lane when we head to Southern California. Tonight on Fox, Bob's Burgers, The Simpsons, The Last Man on Earth, and Victory Lane over on FS1. We'll hear more from Ryan Newman, how they pulled off the magic in NASCAR. Next Sunday, note the time from the Auto Club 400 at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. For Michael Waltrip, I'm Chris Myers from the desert in Arizona. Thanks for being a part of NASCAR on Fox.